Okay, so we made some progress the last time. We saw we have back set up so you can go back one room at a time. But since we're only storing one room, we're only storing one room here, we can only go back once. Okay. I'll leave it up to you to do the testing. Okay, you should definitely test the command, make sure it works as expected. Try going back a couple of times and see what happens with this version. Okay, you might want to just pause the video at this point and try, try this one. What happens if you type back twice? But I'm gonna. So I'll let you do that. But I'm gonna. So if you want to do that, go ahead and pause the video now. And then I'm going to go ahead and jump on this challenge exercise because I think that'll be a fun one to do. All right, so if you want to pause the video now, go ahead and try doing back twice and make sure you understand what's going on with that. All right, so let's look at exercise 626, the challenge exercise. It says implement the back command so that using it repeatedly takes you back several rooms all the way to the beginning of the game if used often enough. Use a stack to do this. You may need to find out about stacks. Look at the Java library documentation. Alright, so let's take a look at the Java library documentation on stacks. Oh wait. Probably the easiest way to get to the Java docs is just go to the help up here, Java class libraries. And here it comes. It should come up in your browser. And you can always Google like Java stack. It comes up near the top of the Google things too. But anyway, this is here are the Java docs, and this is for, I don't know why this is for Java 6. You're probably running some, at least 7 or 8, but anyway, this will work for our purposes. So we're looking for stacks. So you can scroll down this way. Actually, you can click in here and do a find too, like Control F on a PC or Apple, Command F on a Mac, and let's look for stack. There it is. Okay, so we're going to look at the stack class. Okay, so the Java class libraries are just libraries full of classes that have been written for you to use. Okay, like all the like the array list is one of those. And stack is a different kind of collection. Just like array list is a collection, a stack is a collection. So stack takes in angle brackets, so it's one of these generic types. It takes, you would put the type of thing that you're storing in the stack in these angle brackets in place of the E there. And what does it do? Okay, it says the stack class represents a last in, first out stack of objects. So what does that mean, last in, first out? Well, if you think about a stack of plates, right? If you stack up a bunch of plates, the last plate you put on the top is going to be the first one you reach for, right? It's going to be the first one you take off. So if you think about, adding plates to a stack and taking plates off from a stack, that's the way you add things. That's different from an array list, right? If you, when you do a get from an array list, you use an index number, right, to get some particular one. But with stack, there are special methods that you use called pop when you want to take something off a stack. So that takes it off the top of the stack. So think of the stack of dishes, right? And you take something off the top, you pop it. When you put something on the top, you push it. Okay, you push that item. All right. And why would we want to use this for the storing all our rooms. Well, every time you go to a new room, you push the previous room onto the top of the stack, and then when you want to go back, you pop off the room from the stack, and you'll get the last room that you were, that you always get to the previous room. Okay, so that's why they want us to use a stack. So okay, so we're going to need to import this guy. So the package it's in is JavaUtil. So I need to do an import JavaUtil stack. All right, so let's go here and let's import java.util.stack. Okay, so now we can use a stack. And what we're going to do is we're going to use the stack instead of previous room. So I'm going to get rid of previous room completely and replace it with a stack of rooms, right? Because we're saving rooms, and we'll call it room history. Okay, so like I said, like with array list, right? If you were keeping an array list of rooms, you would say array list and then room in angle brackets. So stack is just a different kind of collection with these special methods, push and pop. And we're declaring it in a similar way. Stack is the name of the class, and then in angle brackets, the class of things that we're storing in the stack. All right. So we know we're going to break every place we had previous room, but that's okay because that'll tell us where we need to add stuff to the stack. So right here so I'm just hitting compile every time and see where I break, and that's where we need to do something with our stack, right? So initially with our stack, actually what we want to do is just like with an array list, you have to create a new one so we can start putting stuff in it. So new stack. You could say new stack room, or you could use the diamond notation and just do it like that. Okay, and that'll work. Oh yeah, but we still need the parentheses here. There we go. Okay, so here's our next problem. Is down in Go room. We need to save the current room, right? So what we could do here is push the current room onto the stack. All right, so let's say, because we're just about to change the current room at this point, but to save, so the value of the current room is going to change, okay? But we're going to save this version of the current room, and then we're going to change what the current room is, okay? So here we're going to say room history, and we're going to push the current room onto the stack. All right? And now in back, what are we going to do? Well, we don't need to see, we're not going to have the condition that the previous room is null. What we're going to look for is the condition if the stack is empty. If room history is empty. Okay, if room history, if the room history is not empty, right? Then the current room equals, now we were pushing the room before when we were doing Go room. When we want to go back, we want to pop off the stack whatever was the last room. So we'll say room history dot pop. Try compiling that. Okay, looks like that's it. and look, and then if the room history is empty, we're going to say you can't go back from here. Okay, I think that's what we need. So let's try. Play. All right, so now we should be able to go back multiple times. Let's see. So go north. Let's see. Go go east. We're in G7. Go west. Oh no, go. How about north? Here. We're in G6. So we should. And like I said, you know, I'm just sticking this in so that we can test out back. It would be nice if you had some way to distinguish between these rooms, but like I said, I don't, you know, you should do it in a way that's not going to mess up your game. But just enough of a difference between these so you can tell that you actually are going back. All right, so let's go back. So we went back to G7, that's good, and now we should go back to F7. Okay, and then before F7 was inside the entrance, right? So let's see if we can get back to there. Yep, and now can we go back any farther? No, we can't go back from the entrance. All right, sweet. So that is how we do back.